I've been in my office since 8:30, waiting for us to convene and vet. We are going to cooperate. We've always been a cooperative minority. We've always raised issues where necessary. We've boycotted proceedings where necessary, all within the ambit of parliamentary practice. So I'm here. I've given you the details of what will be happening. I have no instructions from the leadership of the caucus that we are going to boycott or do anything untoward. We respect the justices. We've practiced before them. I have, and I respect all of them. And I believe it's a procedure that must be followed constitutionally. That's why we are sitting today.
I want to know, you, the minority, has a view towards the number of judges that have been nominated with regards to the view of the then opposition party to the fact that President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo at the time was packing the court. Now they have 7 nominations. You have some objection to that at the beginning. Do you still have that objection going into the vetting?
Did you say we had an objection to?
You have some reservations about the number of the 7 judges he's nominating.
Well, in this world, you must watch what you say. At the time that 3 or 4 justices were nominated, if you go and read the Hansard, comments by some ministers of state now, some members of the NDC party, just opposing that with the nomination of 7 justices, you ask yourself questions. But there will always be reasons for nomination. Some will be due to retirement, some will be due to vacancies as a result of A, B, C, D, per the Constitution. So our position is that we don't politicize nominations. You talk about the necessity of nominations when there are vacancies, God forbid, when there is death and when there is resignation. Yes, because I've always asked this question on the committee about the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. It's not only on the interpretation of the Constitution. There are about 7 or so jurisdictions that they encounter every day. Given the number, can 13 or 14 of them handle it? Especially when interlocutory appeals, appellate applications from appeals, because they have appellate jurisdiction in all matters. Human rights issues, you have issues originating from the National House of Chiefs, where they have final jurisdiction to determine. So, election petition and what have you. So, sometimes people look at the composition of the court only on the basis of political or constitutional or whatever matters. There's a lot that they do. And even with the hearings of the Chief Justice, Justice Tokono, you realize that there are members of the Supreme Court who are supposed to sit by virtue of provisions of the Constitution, which mandates the President to nominate a certain number of justices of the court to sit on the panel. When it comes to the EC, when it comes to some other matters, when the President wants to set up a commission of inquiry, he can go up to the Supreme Court to pick one of them. When that person is sitting, you realize that the numbers will reduce. So let's not politicize the numbers on the court, but look at the workload of the court. That is why the CJ at the time made a certain application to President Akufo-Addo to increase the numbers. But here we are, we'll do what we have to do as members of the committee and present the right report. Thank you.